Hey my dude, Jazzy wants to make you a promise. The next strange symptom you experience might not be nearly as frightening as the story you tell yourself about it. And that's important. Because a lot of suffering doesn't begin with the symptom. It begins with the story, the interpretation, the speculation, the endless string of what ifs. A headache becomes a tumor. A twitch becomes a disease. A spot on your skin becomes a catastrophe. A weird sensation becomes a diagnosis. And before long, you're no longer experiencing the symptom. You're experiencing the movie, the story, the future you've imagined, the disaster you've rehearsed 1,000 times in your head. And my dude, that's a hell of a thing to practice. Look at all these cars on the road, all these people practicing. Some are practicing gratitude, some are practicing patience, some are practicing possibility, and some, without even realizing it, are practicing fear, practicing worst-case scenarios, practicing futures that haven't happened, practicing tragedies that may never arrive. And here's the sneaky part. The mind is incredibly convincing. It can make an imagined future feel more real than the present moment. It can take a tiny uncertainty and inflate it into a full-blown apocalypse. One internet search becomes 10. 10 becomes 50. One article becomes 20. One AI response becomes 5 different AI responses because maybe one of them will finally say the thing you want to hear. Or maybe the thing you're afraid to hear. Either way, the search continues. Not because information is bad. Information can be useful. Doctors can be useful. Tests can be useful. Getting checked out can be useful. Taking care of yourself is smart. That's not what this episode is about. This episode is about the difference between caring for yourself and terrorizing yourself. Those are not the same thing. One is responsible. The other is exhausting. One says, let's gather information. The other says, let's imagine every horrible possibility before lunch. And somehow, the second one always seems eager to volunteer. Funny how that works. Maybe you've noticed something. Maybe the symptom itself isn't always the worst part. Sometimes the worst part is the waiting, the uncertainty, the not knowing. Because human beings tend to believe that certainty will bring peace. But sometimes peace arrives before certainty does. Sometimes the practice is learning to sit with uncertainty. Not forever, not perfectly, just a little better than yesterday. A little less panic, a little more trust, a little less spiraling, a little more breathing, a little less Googling at 2 in the morning. Yeah, Jazzy saw that one. You know who you are. You magnificent little disaster goblin. Now here's something interesting. The body speaks. Sometimes it whispers. Sometimes it shouts. And when it does, we should listen. But listening isn't the same thing as panicking. Listening says, "Thank you for bringing this to my attention." Panicking says, "Oh sweet cosmic hell, we're all doomed." Different energy, very different energy. One leads to action, the other leads to parking lots. Research, more research, and somehow ending up on page 17 of an article written by somebody who may or may not be qualified to discuss anything. My dude, if you've ever been there, welcome to the club. Most humans have. That's why this matters. Because every moment spent rehearsing disaster is a moment spent strengthening a pathway. Practicing. There it is again. The big idea. The thing these drives keep circling back to. Practice. We become what we repeatedly do. We strengthen what we repeatedly think. We reinforce what we repeatedly visit. If every uncertainty becomes a catastrophe, we get very good at catastrophizing. If every symptom becomes a death sentence, we get very good at fear. Not because we're broken, not because we're weak, because we're practicing. The beautiful news, the same mechanism works in our favor. We can practice trust, practice patience, practice perspective, practice returning to the present moment. The symptom is here. The story is over there. The symptom is real. The catastrophe is hypothetical. The symptom exists now. The disaster exists only in imagination. That's a powerful distinction. And no, it doesn't magically erase fear. Fear is part of being human, but it can stop fear from becoming the driver. Because somebody has to drive this truck. And fear is frankly terrible at it. Fear misses exits. Fear overreacts. Fear burns through gas. Fear insists every bump in the road is the end of civilization. Fear is useful as a passenger, not as a chauffeur. So next time uncertainty shows up, and it will, maybe try something. Pause. Take a breath. Notice the story beginning to form. Notice the predictions. Notice the assumptions. Notice the movie trailer playing in your head. And ask, is this happening? Or am I practicing it? Because those are not the same thing. Look at all these cars on the road. All these people practicing. Some are practicing fear. Some are practicing trust. Some are practicing worst-case scenarios. Some are practicing possibility. The question isn't whether you're practicing. The question is, what are you practicing? Let's get a little practice in. Let's ride.